Hey, what's good? What's good? This is Egyptian Imran, aka EI, up in this vibe here. About to make another video. What's good, my people? Hope y'all been doing well for yourself today and this whole week to pass already. But yo, today we're gonna be talking about your heart, fam. How living in your heart's the only way. Don't let nobody tell you no different. Don't let nobody tell you that, you need to, be up here, or in any short shape or way you need to use this too much, because I know I talk about using it on this channel, which you should, and it's very important to use it, but don't get caught up in it. Living in your heart means to create a space within your body to where everything you plant in terms of thoughts, emotions, and vibrations and frequencies can have an opportunity to grow. You see, if you don't create a space that actually nurtures everything you plant, whether it be thoughts, emotions, frequencies, vibrations, whatever it may be, you might want to put certain thoughts in your head. You might want to pay attention to certain emotions and kind of put yourself into the certain vibrational frequency so you could be feeling a certain range of emotions. Basically, emotions and thoughts that serve you into becoming the best version of yourself, a better version of yourself every day, right? See, when you're evolving every day to become a better version of yourself, what's going to happen is you're not going to be the same person you were yesterday and the so on days before and before and before. You're always going to be changing and evolving and growing. And for people who can't keep up around you, you're going to lose them. They're going to exit your life. They're just going to leave, okay? That's how it's going to be, because you are evolving and they might be stagnating, so they can't relate to who you become, because they might think you've changed in some way. But that's the power in living in your heart. It's because you are always becoming a better person. You are always adapting, growing in some way, shape, or form. So when you live in your heart, what happens is you're going to be faced with a lot of challenges because you have a lot of past traumas and a lot of damage done specifically around your heart because of the system we live in. They want your heart to be damaged to the point where you just keep thinking and be up here so much that you forget about what's the important thing, which is to be in your heart. So we live in a society where they'll give us fluoridated water. Fluoridated water not only decalcifies the pineal gland, but has all these other chemicals and toxins in it that literally destroys your body, right? It's poison water, right? And then GMO foods will destroy your body, and your heart's connected to the body. So your heart is the driving force of the body. It's the one pumping the blood. It's the one keeping it alive. It's the one giving it the life force. So when they attack your body through the foods, through the water, and also through other forms of trauma, being educational system, because they make you think in school that all of your thoughts are invalid. By making you think that you're invalid as a person one way or another, they attack your heart. They attack your heart from within. And they do this strategically because they created a system employed to do this, so you wouldn't be able to realize, by also thinking, right, what's happening is that you're under mind control constantly. And you're constantly under threat to your body, to your mind, to your spirit, to your heart, constantly. So it's not, when I talk about this, I don't want you to just think that you're not just using your mind at all, because you are. But don't forget what's important is to live in your heart, and that's the only way. The only way to actually grow is to evolve, is to live in your heart. Every day you're going to be faced with something new, something to overcome, something to learn, something to you're going to have to get with it, get with the program. You're going to have to get with the universe, right, on its terms. And the fact of the matter is, when you live in your heart and you create a space, you create a nurturing garden for yourself to where the flower, the fruit tree can grow in a sustainable way that can multiply. Now you have all these fruit trees, now you have all of these flowers growing. It's because you took the time to create a space for yourself. And taking the time to create a space for yourself means putting in maybe months, putting in years to literally reprogram not only your mind, but actually do the work, the mental, physical, and spiritual work every single day. Means meditating enough to know your body. Do some body scans, which I'm going to have a video of that here shortly in the future about body scanning, and it's related to Vipassana. So I know I made a Vipassana documentary on my other channel before here after, so I'm gonna link that in the future video. But right now, you got to know that when you create the space for yourself, it may take a lot. It's going to take time, right? To create the space for yourself. What you're doing, you're creating a space in order to plant the seeds that you want to plant, to grow into the type of person you want to become. And this means planting seeds in different areas. You're going to have to plant seeds in your thoughts. You're going to have to plant seeds within your emotional body. You're going to have to plant seeds within yourself physically, meaning habits, right? What are you doing every day physically in the 3D world? What are you doing every day? What is your ritual? What is your discipline every day? What are you doing every day physically to be able to evolve and to be able to thrive and to move in the direction that you want to move in every single day? And you can't lose this, because you can't miss this, because your heart pumps every second. It's pumping. Maybe not every second, but every few seconds, right? Depending, we all have a different heart, but it's the same heart connected to the same infinite mind. Our hearts have the power to create life, because they do on a constant, regular basis. So you got to remember that when you're living in your heart every day, you're waking up and you're living for your life. You're living for your life. And if you don't live for your life, what are you living for? You're living for nothing. You're practically dead. So if you ain't living for your heart, you ain't doing shit with your life. You ain't doing nothing. So the way you live in your heart is to do this work to create the space that's suitable for growth to happen. That also means your heart's going to be in a space where it can thrive, so it can support your endeavors. Imagine having a best friend, right? Imagine having a partner. Imagine being in a relationship with a person, and they're just supporting you and nurturing you and pushing you to everything you need to become. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine this person's always talking you down, putting false limitational beliefs onto you, because you're always doing your best to move in a certain direction, trying to go up, but they just keep pulling you back down because of their limiting beliefs. And now you see it. You see the two different relationships. Now that's your body. That's you. Okay, that's you. You can be that relationship for yourself. Either one. You can be the toxic one, or you can be the beneficial one that allows you to thrive and move in the direction that will be suitable for yourself, for those around you, and mankind, in the universe, through the vibration of, I don't know, maybe love, maybe prosperity, maybe abundance, all that shit, right? All those mainstream terms, right? But regardless of what you think, it's all going to be centered from your heart. All your experiences, everything, it's the only ones that are going to count and matter is if you've been living in your heart. If you've been living in your heart, the experiences are going to be that you've had in life are going to be more impactful to you, because you've been maybe learning things from them. Because when you live in the heart, the heart is its own intelligence in itself. So when you live in the heart, you learn things that you could never learn from your mind alone. So your heart carries its own innate wisdom. When you learn to do the work to be in your heart, you'll catch yourself in constant moments on where you need to be going. All right, am I moving in the right direction? Is this right for me? Is this wrong for me? You'll be able to course correct because you're not thinking too much about it. Your heart's doing its own thing. It has its own intelligence. It almost knows what to do. But you need to silence the mind, right? That's why we practice all this meditation. That's all this meditation will talk about, silencing the mind, quiet the mind. Because quieting the mind, all it is tapping into your beingness, and your beingness is flowing through everything, including your body, which is also including your heart, which is the main factor of your body, right? So that's all I really got for this video, and I just wanted to really drive this point home. Living in your heart's the only way. without further ado, that's all I gotta say. Peace.